Good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well and you remembering what an amazing divine being you are. Let's do a message for the day, message for the middle of the day. It's my day off, so I've just been kind of chilling on and off with tarot. And I did have these cards come out this morning for me. Assemble your desires. It's about gathering up all your resources, all your knowledge, everything to put it together, right? It's like, okay, we have all this, let's get it together. And then underneath it was love lives on. It's about honoring love's past, present, and future. And that was a 9, and then that assemble your desires was 28. 41 is foster a love of nature. That's such a cute card. This whispers aloha, by the way, in case you don't know. Love this deck so much. Foster a love of nature. Open your heart with Mother Earth. Just wanted to do a message for those because I've been just looking at them today and doing that. And decided my readings aren't going to be just for the collective out there, but it's also coming through me, so it's for me. I'm part of this collective channeling. Story may not be the same, and I'm not going to only talk about mine, but I can relate. That's kind of how I do it. I relate it to a story, and then I translate it out, but I'm going to be less strict about that. Strict's not the word. I'm pretty serendipitous about my readings. I don't have like a structure that I lay it out. I have it, a way that my cards know and that my body knows, so the signal can come through. Because that's what tarot is. It's messages from yourself, from your higher self. Some people do channel in. I feel like I'm more of a channeler of my inner wisdom from my connection to source, because I use all this too. Even on readings that I've done that I'm just speaking out there, I do think about them during the day. So what was coming out was the King of Pentacles, the Magician, Death, and the King of Wands. And underneath that is the Hanged Man, Temperance, sorry, and the Page of Pentacles. So, yeah. Assemble your resources, right? Because you have this plan, you have this recipe, you have this creation, you have this next event that's going to happen, and you're gathering your resources. Like, I'm getting ready to move, so I've been kind of pulling everything together and going through it and deciding what I'm going to take, what I'm going to need, what I actually use, what is usable. So I've been doing that. And then it's also about being like based in this knowing. See how confident she is? She's standing there with an owl on her shoulder. Like, they know where they're going. They're pretty grounded, right? And then the Death card is about transfiguration, transforming. It's the ending and the beginning. It's like taking what was and using what you need from it and starting a new chapter. Right, there's many cards in here that I see as rebirth, and that one is one, even though it's a death card. It's like you have to die sometimes. Well, no, you always have to die to be reborn, but we can see that in our like daily lives while we're still living, so it doesn't have to mean physical death. And then the King of Wands is it's like the master of philosophy, right? It's giving this cat a lesson. Probably some philosophical reason why the world did something there. Definitely how I think a lot. The philosophy of things. I love it. Underneath, which is what's driving it, is the Hanged Man, which is getting a different perspective, right? Temperance, melding all of it. Melding the current perspective, the new perspective, past perspectives, all the perspectives, so that you can go on this new chapter, which happens to be the Ace of Pentacles, which is very, well, it's money, it's health, security, it's grounding, right? It's very earth, the Mother Earth. So getting to know the Mother Earth, because the earth is changing. There's nothing we can do but get on board. Just, we're here and this is happening, and we can learn what we need to learn to understand how to go with the changes instead of being surprised or having to keep pulling ourselves together. I mean, will there still be cataclysms? Yes. I mean, the weather has been wild. My heart goes out to all of that's happening. And it's going to continue to happen because the earth is changing. She has to. She always does. And she goes through times where she does it very quickly, if anybody is following the Schumann resonance. It was very consistent from when they first started measuring it for a very long time. And then, last decade or so, it just started being very different. Very, not, I guess random, but it correlates with things that are happening with the earthquakes and the hurricanes and the weather changing. And so, I mean, this is all part of her. So all we can do, because we can't stop it. And it's not funny, but it is. It's funny in a relief way, because knowing that whatever happens, Mother Earth is in control and is doing what she needs to do to balance us back out, right? So, getting on board, accepting that the physical changes on this planet that are happening regardless of what is going on in the mental space, in the social space. Does it have an effect? In the sense that it affects us, and we are part of the earth, even if we don't stop and think about it. So when we are affected by what is going on in the head space and in the visceral space, physical out here, yeah, it does affect how it's happening in the planet, because we're all one big collective of the planet. I do feel that it is sped up for a reason because of the imbalance. So yes, it is all very connected. We can't go back and fix things. All we can do is start on this new path and do it right. Do it with integrity, do it with authenticity, and do things with love. Period. If you do that, it spreads out and it helps the balance even more, because then we can deal with the aftermath. Because there will be some so many things are happening right now. There's so much aftermath. People keep pulling themselves up, and we keep living on this planet. It's not the first time she has done this. Hasn't wiped out species yet. She has. And we need to, the Chariot and Four. Hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on and ride the ride, because it is happening to balance things out. The Chariot is all about balance, and the Four of Pentacles is holding. It's a holding space. Either, because it has its own energies too. Are you holding on in fear? Because I wouldn't suggest that, because it makes it takes a lot longer for you to balance. Do it in acceptance and with interest. I have to say, I'm really curious. I'm really curious about all the things that are happening and how it's going to go and what my part is in it. I definitely feel like giving these messages as part of it. Four of Wands. Foundation. It's about getting that foundation down. Moving out of the Five of Swords. right? Where everybody's kind of working on their own thing. It's a little chaotic. Everyone's kind of like, no, my way is right, but my way is right. But now we have all these swords flying around. But the Four Wands is about coming together and building a structure and celebrating that we can all do this. So find your people. You may need to go do some healing first. This is the Hermit card. You may need to go in and look at what it is that your values are. Look at things that you've been doing that aren't authentic. Have grace with yourself, because it comes in waves and it's not a bad thing. You can feel a feeling and then sit with it and figure out why you're feeling that way instead of reacting. That helps a lot. Again, have grace with yourself, because we're still human. We're still learning. Nobody knows everything yet. It's going to be a while before everybody knows everything. Three of Pentacles, working together, collaboration, strength, and the Knight of Swords. Yes, we're going forward with these ideas, because the earth is happening whatever we do. It's happening. Okay? So we can work with the earth, foster that love with nature, like connecting with it and understanding that we're part of it, that our energy does affect her just like it affects us. But it's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger than the amount of people and life on this planet. Like human being lives, because it is life. All right, that's philosophical, deep stuff. And I know you guys get it. All right. Like the Page of Pentacles. Like the pages are usually good messages. These cards like to use crossroads too. Like which way you're going to go with this information. Oh, you have a map. You have a map there. So, I'm deciding which way to go from there. I mean, we all are. It's such liminal space right now. Yes, Eight of Pentacles, focus on what you want. Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate of that, right? Cups, emotional fulfillment. The Eight of Pentacles, focusing on your skills and talents, because that's what you have, right? And I was talking about my purpose, right? Our purpose. Well, what are you good at? What are you good at doing? You're not good at doing that for no reason. You're not. Somebody tell me. You are interested in that for a reason. Whatever it is you're interested in, you're interested in that for a reason. And that thing, probably there's at least one other person on this planet who feels the same way about that thing, just as into it as you are. So we have, like, what are you, like, art, goodness. There's a truck going over something that was super loud and it was jumbling me up. Your talents. They all are at some point a service. If it's an artist, you're giving a service of a beautiful sight and meaning through that, because a lot of people like art because it invokes feelings, and healing and thoughts and with perspectives. So that's a service. It is. Making food for people, helping people find supplements, which is one of the things I do, that can help them, and to help them to work it out for themselves what they need. And that is a service. It's also something I really enjoy doing, so that's a talent, right? Because that's the other thing. Do you enjoy doing it? What do you enjoy doing? What do you love to do? If you have some free time, what is it that you think about doing? And then maybe be a little irritated because you're too tired to do it on those days you're too tired, but you really want to. But not too tired to even push yourself through it. Like you're kind of bummed that you didn't get to. Those are the talents. Those are the authentic talents. We all have, not that they're not authentic, we all have other talents that are cultivated to kind of support groups, family groups, work groups, you know, keeping a business running. All those are talents also, but they're not all enjoyed. So yes, those talents also, because sometimes reconstructing an area that a storm comes through isn't fun work, or you're doing it out of love, right? People who know how to build houses, who enjoy building houses, they build those houses with love, right? That's a talent. That's definitely worth focusing on for that emotional fulfillment, which is what the Ten of Cups is. I love my Morgan Greer Ten of Cups. It's two people holding one cup with the rainbow coming in, and there's 10 cups in the sky. It's like they're not filling each other's cup up. Their cup is being filled up by the universe, by themselves, through the universe, because it's connected, right? And then you can take that cup and fill up the other cups. That is fulfillment. So yeah, examine your path. Examine the map that you've been on. Like my mom always says, oh, well, she has said this about having different jobs, because she has too, and I'm kind of like, I've done a lot of different jobs. I have a lot of different interests. Like I change interests. Like I like to make jewelry, but I don't always make jewelry for a living. I don't make it for a living. I mean, I've sold some, and I do sell some, but I don't want to spend all day doing that because I have so many other things I like to do. But all of those things, as she said, all of those things taught you something that takes you to the next step, that takes you to the next level. So, yeah, examine your path that you've been on, like all the things that you've done, and find correlation to what you like in there. And this is something we can do while all this stuff is going on. Like we can do things for ourselves while we're helping others, because doing something for ourselves is helping others. As long as it's not hindering somebody else. If you're hindering somebody else, that's not helping, right? That's not what I'm talking about. If you are hurting somebody else, I'm not talking about that. If you have a like for hurting somebody, then that's a problem. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about helping. King of Swords. Yep. Swords is a yes. I like that. You see it? It's like pointing. It's like, yes, this is the answer. Right? The cat's just cleaning herself. She's like, yes, I know. I'm a cat. I know these things. Underneath is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is coming up for me a lot. I'm at 18 minutes. It's very Wounded Warrior, especially in this deck. I mean, it's Perseverance because it's like you're almost there, but this one, it's literally because you had all of the Five of Wands. I mean, Eight of Wands just coming at you. All this information, all this stuff. Sometimes that stuff can be shadow work. So it's stuff that's coming from like our higher self to being like, okay, we got to examine this. Or triggers that are happening in your life because you're needing to see this, because you keep repeating these same patterns. Or even if you're a healer, not even if, but also if you're a healer, or your calling is to be like support, you know, and that is what you do, is you go around supporting people all the time. It can get a little exhausting. And this picture definitely is giving like PTSD formation, like how it forms right here. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, right? All this stuff. And then that 10 of Wands comes right after it and is carrying all that around. That's where I'm at, is letting go of things that I have accumulated over my life that has affected my nervous system. That logically, I'm like, that's not something, but my body's like, yeah, it was, but it, so identifying it. I feel like though, this is, with all the things that are going on Earth, this is going to be an energy we're going to see a lot in people. And so those of us that maybe have already done the work, we can help them. Just be like, same, hun, same, I get it. You know, even if there's not an answer that you can give, it's holding space so that they know that you understand what they're going through. Sometimes people aren't ready to hear the reasons, but they're starting to feel it. And acknowledging that what they're going through is real is very reassuring. When Harry Potter, the end, when Harry dies, or supposedly dies, and goes to everybody has to have seen this movie by now, so I'm sorry by that. It was a little shocking, but I think everybody knows this already. So he goes to the train depot, and he sees Dumbledore, and they're talking, and there's all this stuff going on, and he asks Dumbledore, is this real, or is this just in my head? And Dumbledore says, I'm not quoting specifically, the gist of it is yes, it did happen in your head, but that doesn't mean it's not real, right? Because we make our imagination is how we make our reality. 5 of Cups. There's going to be some sitting in this regret. That's what this is. Like, this person's regretting dropping these 3 cups. There's 2 cups still. I'm sure we can pour some more, but those 3 cups really got to this person. Like, it's regret. And, you know, no point in crying over spilled wine. Sometimes there's a lot of wine that gets spilled. Just clean it up. Turn around. Actually, the ocean's going to get this one because it's just going to go right in the ocean. So you can just pick those cups up, rinse them off, put some more wine in them. Or whatever they're drinking. Right? But there's definitely going to be some of that happening also. And that's okay. Don't make decisions off of it, though. Think through it. If you need to, feel through it. Absolutely. Don't hide feelings. 23. One more. And I think I'm going to cut it off because it's getting a bit long. Even though I could probably sit here and talk for a while. I might just, because no one's hasn't even really watched any of these yet. Maybe they will. I'm not doing it for other people. I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong. I am. But I'm also doing it for myself because I really enjoy talking through this. Devil. So, Devil is a form of enlightenment. But it's a bit manipulative. See how he's like bribing them? Like, I'll give you this if you think this. So there's a lot of that going on. A lot. And there's that 2 cups underneath. Partnerships, right? I mean, obviously there's 2 people in the Devil cards, always is. So we definitely have partnerships. Partnerships don't necessarily have to be like romantic, right? They are friendships, they are business partnerships, they are work. Your workmates, people you work with. You're partnering up with them to get things done, right? Is there some manipulating going on? See, I don't necessarily see the double energy as something outside of us. We have our own, now they may have been ideas and belief systems planted there, most likely planted there at some point for whatever reason, whether it was on purpose or accidental. We picked up these ideas, we picked up this perception of things, and it's like we're just kind of sitting there innocently, and all of a sudden something comes up and we like, oh, and then it sits with us. But also can't see how there's the sun back there. We all have the shadows. We all have these shadows that we deal with. We integrate them. We need to integrate them. Right? Different perspective. Melding them together. Transmuting. Because you've gathered your resources. You're very sturdy, and resources aren't just physical things, right? They are. It's your soul, essentially. It's your spirit. Your soul has all those energies in them, and you're like you're coming into yourself, and you know, this is what I want to do. But there's some work to get there, and that's okay. Don't forget, Earth is doing so much right now. Have some grace for her. The universe is doing things right now. So much is coming to light right now. Be very graceful with people who are finding things out and are feeling a little shell-shocked from it. Those that get caught up talking about the same old things, divert the conversation if you can. If it gets to be like where you're just like, I can't not say anything, but these people aren't listening now, then just exit quietly and kindly out of the conversation. Because you're going to start seeing stuff. You're going to start seeing a lot. You're already seeing a lot. You can tell when people are saying things that are true. You may not know what the truth is, but you can tell when the truth is being spoken. Does that make sense? That intuition, it resonates. It goes both ways with exciting things and not so exciting things. The truths that we need to hear. Things are coming to light a lot faster. So, hold on. Hold on, because you're going for a ride. But it's okay. It will work out. We will get to the other side. And we are going to celebrate because we're going to build our foundation. Well, we're already building our foundation because we've got our plan and we got our resources. Right? Celebrate that foundation that you're building. I hope you all remember what amazing divine beings you are, and that you are loved, and you are love, and you're never not loved.